Hey man, how's it going?
That's bad, yourself.
Hi, I'm doing alright. What you been up to today?
Did some driving.
Nice.
Um, and I seen like everybody when I was at driving.
Aye.
I I dropped off at Jen's first after going to the cafe. And I had like a fucking 45-minute conversation with him.
Aye.
I couldn't find Kieran's house, so I phoned him.
I had a
So
similar experience last week.
well, it's just bizarre. Like it goes like 60, and then it stops for his door, and then it's 70 something, and he's in the 80s. So I don't know
Aye.
why.
Aye, but
Why
his
that is.
door's in the middle of that
So,
building. Aye.
uh,
Aye. Kieran, you need
yeah.
to move.
And then I seen Aidan because I couldn't get his flat, and while I was waiting on Aidan getting back to me, Anderson, the guy
Oh, aye.
whose girlfriend's a tattoo artist,
Mm-hmm.
he was walking past, so I had like a 20-minute conversation with Anderson, which was cool.
Cool. I
Uh,
saw nobody.
man, I'm chanting
Aye, it was quite peaceful.
that.
I guess we should welcome folk or whoever's watching
Yes,
to
hello, audience.
hello uh, to Box Talks with Unboxed. You like that name?
Yeah, I do like the name. I think the name is excellent. And I'm glad that you say it more than I do, because
Aye.
it's a myth.
It took some time to perfect. Um, so like the idea behind this podcast is like to kind of reconnect with a lot of our community because we've not seen anybody for so long. Well, I pair for you. See
Hey, see
everybody today.
everybody. Hey.
And it's a maybe weekly podcast
Yeah,
because it might be weekly.
might not be, but also might be. Yep.
So we're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about new releases and news in the board gaming and tabletop gaming world.
Hey, well, I think that should be for like future episodes. I think we should just give a general kind of this is what's been happening so far. Keep everybody in the loop.
Aye.
Session.
Oh, aye, absolutely. Because I've not prepared anything.
Oh no, me neither.
For this one. No.
I didn't think I've been on Bob Game Geek for like 6 months or so.
Aye.
Which is appalling.
I have not been keeping up with any kind of tabletop news at all.
Like there was a time where I lived and breathed tabletop news, and then it was just magic news.
Aye. That's depressing.
It's depressing.
Aye.
I mean, magic news is obviously very interesting for magic listeners. But I did enjoy a both.
Me too. So I just like I reconnect.
It's been a long time since we've spoke to
the majority
people as regularly as we used to, at least.
Yeah, totally. It's been a weird experience, just like having a sudden departure from people we used to see every day.
It feels like we're on like week 4 of quarantine, week 5 of quarantine.
Aye.
And that's like 4 or 5 weeks of no seeing people that we did see every single day.
Aye.
Which is bizarre.
Aye, like it's been like 5 weeks since we closed the cafe.
I
think. What's the date today? The 26th, 27th?
Yeah, 27th, I think. And
27th. But it feels like so much longer. Do you know, Hank?
Aye, absolutely. As nice as it was having like some sort of holiday, that just had us long gone.
Aye, it's been a weird experience. And like you say, it was nice like having some time off because like we've not really had a great deal of time off for the last 3 years or whatever. But It's getting to the point now where it feels excessive again.
Aye.
And it like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of things I miss about the cafe. And just being in that space every day.
Aye, absolutely. Even just like hearing the minutiae, like some people's days, like people like your customers' days, like
Oh, aye.
like that's something that when it's not there, like you start like noticing that like, it's not there
Aye.
at all, and it's kind of crappy.
Aye, totally.
Enjoyed that aspect.
Aye. Even folk that would come in for like 10 minutes at a time, like Hugh.
True.
Like Hugh would come in, have an espresso while he was walking Percy, his dog, and then shoot off. And we'd like just sit and talk for 10 minutes, usually about nothing, or about something he's been watching or something he's read.
Aye.
It just
We've no helped or seen Hugh in all this time.
I actually ran into him the other day.
You did that.
I did.
How did you manage that?
I stopped down at the cafe when I was out shopping to pick up magic promos.
He was there waiting with an empty espresso cup.
he was sitting on the doorstep, rocking back and forth.
Percy clawed through 90% of the door. It was close, but then you walked up and unlocked it.
Aye, it was a sad sight. He was walking down past.
Yeah, sure.
I think he was on his way to the shop. I sat and chatted with him for a wee while, and it was good.
Yeah,
It was good to see him. But I like it's so surreal. No having that amount of contact with as many people as we used to.
Yeah, absolutely. I do really miss that aspect of the cafe. And just seeing people's, I was going to say beautiful, but sometimes hideous faces.
I can't argue. Like, how were you feeling? Like, at the point where we were going to have to close, because that was a
it was a very
tense week.
It was a very swift like turnover.
Yeah.
Because it was only like a few days before where we were just like we knew that COVID-19 was reaching pandemic levels.
It was becoming a problem. Aye.
But like I was still in my own wee kind of bubble, like kind of it could only happen to everybody other than me. And then like a customer said that or like wrote on social media that they had symptoms, and I was like, "Oh Lord, it's here!" We're like, "Close everything! We can't do it!"
Aye, because I think that was on. It was the Monday or the Sunday maybe. The customer in question had said about symptoms and gone into self-isolation, and then I think the Wednesday we came in and like did some stuff we had some stuff to sort out, or stuff to look into at least, in terms of the small business support scheme that the government was rolling out, and I can't even remember it.
We had to do a lot.
So long ago.
We had to do a lot of research, like about how it was going to work. So, like, we had a wee meeting and figured some stuff out. But like, how I was feeling, like at the time where we were like, right, we need to close, and it was like 2 or 3 days before the lockdown, like governmental lockdown, was announced. So I felt like knots everywhere, knots in my stomach, like because like it not only was like the business closing, so like you and I were going to have a particularly hard time as well as Russ Connick, our employee, like it was going to be dire for a while, without any kind of government supports, but like just we've built a community in the cafe, and like watching that like almost dissolve,
Element.
or hearing like or just knowing it was going to dissolve overnight is going to be like that was like a gut shot. That was bad.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
But like I feel like we're getting through it. All right, like everybody's kind of banding together, and loads of stuff have kind of like moved online, and
Aye, that's the next thing I was going to talk about was like how we've moved where RPGs and stuff online. Like we had, I think 10 games a week or something.
some close to it.
Aye, 9 or 10 games a week running at the cafe. And so like that's a lot of like people's regular kind of schedule, you know. To just be thrown up in the air, you know. So we spent that weekend like setting up You Can Book Me, which is the company that my wife Kaylee works for. You can Kaylee.
I'm well aware of you having a wife. I've never met her in person, but no. I'm sure she seems lovely.
She's all right. She's nice. She does a lot of the baking for the cafe as well.
What? Is that where that comes from?
Aye, totally.
I thought you just shat it.
I kind of will surprise you, but I didn't do it myself.
What? I thought Kipper, like this fabled creature Kipper. I don't know.
My sous chef.
Right.
Do bakers have sous chefs?
Probably.
Sous baker?
You get like Shift Party that does some stuff. I would need to Google it, and despite this being a computer, I'm not in that. I'm just going to kid on that. I kid some stuff.
Aye, that's fair. I don't blame you at all.
That is 90% of my existence, by the way. Like, I could Google it. Just going to kid on it again.
Aye. It's all about confidence.
Yeah, it's about confidence.
Aye, that's how you say
it. Party is a real position in a kitchen. Don't know what they do, but probably sous chef to the baker.
Aye. Yep. You're probably right. You seem confident enough that I believe you.
Close enough.
Aye. So You Can Book Me as the company that Kaylee works for. Which is like an online scheduling tool. And we spent I think that weekend setting it up for all our kind of regular DMs who are running games regularly and wanted to keep running games regularly through Roll20. And we set up You Can Book Me so that every DM had their own kind of schedule and booking links that they could send out to other players. The players could book in, and then they would get links and notified and reminded. But when the game was happening, links to Roll20, which was like You Can Book Me in general has been like an awesome system to work with. Like it's so.
It's been really clean. Like it kind of like. If you can't make a day, then don't worry because there's something else that works.
There's other stuff happening. Aye.
And I really liked the big like conference call that we had where Kaylee, who I now realise is your wife.
Aye, that was her.
Where Kaylee walked us through like how to set it up, and like it was really easy because you would just use Google Calendar, and Kaylee linked all up for us, and super easy to do. And I thought, I think. If that was more difficult, it would just dissuaded people.
Yeah.
But like it was super easy. And like Zoom, the software we're currently using, like it was really nice at having the like screen share so that we could see whatever Kaylee was trying to teach us what to do.
Yeah. Zoom's great.
Yeah, I really like it.
And like another nice thing about You Can Book Me is that it's all background. Like all our DMs only need to really interact with their own Google Calendar. Just create their event in their Google Calendar, and then it's read by You Can Book Me, which imports it into the booking grid. Which is that's so clean and simple, right? And like all the notifications that get sent out are all customizable, and you can add or remove the kind of standard flow of of notifications that do get sent out, and it can be text or email or whatever. Like I thought it was a joy to use.
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
Magic stuff as well. Like as much as that's a bit less organized by us, the Magic MTG Arena stuff, like having the capability of sending out the codes for Arena swag. That's
Essentially,
why I've got it, because I don't care what
like,
stuff's getting sent out.
so it's sleeves to be used in the game,
Right.
but like, so like you draw your hand to 7, you can only ever see like the back of the top card of your library, and it's going to have like the sleeve that you've unlocked using this FNM code.
Cool. How do you think the kind of continuation of Friday Night Magic is going?
I think it's still like value for money for everybody that takes part, because they're still getting, like, they're still paying the same amount, and they're getting a pack hand delivered to the legal doorstep.
Yeah.
And like, there's so many outlets for playing Magic online, so I'm sure that everybody is still playing Magic in some way or another with everybody.
Oh, aye.
So,
aye. And like everybody's, or at least a lot of the regulars for Friday Night Magic have joined the Unboxed Discord server, which seems to have been a really good resource for people to share their experiences, whether it's like Magic or RPGs or what have you, and like using the voice channels on that server to run their voice chats when they're playing RPGs.
Absolutely. Plus, like, there's still the text channels, so even if you're maybe not as confident in like voice chat, you can still like talk to everybody via messages. Which is still pretty good for even the introvert and as well. You can just be like, hey, okay, this I need to tell you. How about you?
How about you? So what do you miss about the cafe?
I don't miss 10-hour days where I have the same 8 people in all day, and they're playing like RPGs, which means they get food at the start of the day, they might get food in the middle of the day, but the rest of the time I'm doing nothing and sitting on my arse. Can hate that.
Aye.
Not be yourself.
I also don't miss days like that. I don't know. I guess I don't miss doing Booker's runs, because like doing cash and carry runs is a pain. Especially if you need to do it in the middle of the day or whatever. Like, and it's like, oh, damn it, we've no coke or no chicken or whatever.
And like, you're down like your last pack of chicken, and suddenly like people that vegetarians will come in and like, oh, I'm here for like a double chicken panini with some chicken, and like, why? Like, the day of our days when I'm like, the one day I've been running low on chicken, everybody wants chicken.
Aye.
Always happens. It's like tuna. Whenever we're running out of tuna, everybody's having tuna and paninis and toasties.
It never rains, but it pours. Tuna.
Tuna. Imagine, jeez, would that be crushed?
I like if it rained actual cans.
Oh, like cans. And I was thinking like the actual fish. Because like that would crush us.
Tuna are big.
They're like super big. That's why you can have tuna steaks. Because they're huge.
Man, we've covered all sorts in this podcast.
Well, no, that size. They're like, I can't really see very well in the video, but it's like bigger than my face.
Nice. Your actual face or your face on my laptop screen right now?
How zoomed in are you?
I mean,
But like
he looks.
if you only see Schneb, it's maybe about that size. Like,
I can definitely see male and just Schnipp.
alright, that is bigger than that.
Aye, cool.
Aye.
Nice. So what are you looking forward to most about when we get to reopen, whenever that might be?
Well, whatever that is, I'm looking forward to making like a coffee for myself,
Oh, aye.
and then like taking it through our wee door into the back and sitting down and playing a big board game with everybody that wants to play a big board game. Probably like a 6 level, like a max.
Hey, let's not
Like,
go crazy.
not everybody, but
Aye.
like 2 or 3 people get.
Aye. I do miss like the espresso machine.
Aye. Like your coffee machine was dubbed, but
Absolutely dubbed.
but it did make some really nice coffee. Well, I think it's coffee beans, to be fair, that are really nice.
Oh, aye. Like ever since we started getting Rocket Monkey coffee, it's been awesome. Like we were getting Union hand roasted coffee before, which was great. I never really had any complaints, but we moved to Rocket Monkey because they're a local company and they were doing a lot of stuff to minimize like their packaging, and like we were coffee in big reusable buckets, which was the best thing. Like a 7-kilo bucket of coffee. I was like, oh.
They would never fail to break.
I know, the clasp. I'm sure Colnick broke like
the first one.
Aye, and I was like, Jesus, like.
We need to be super careful with this, Colnick. Like, how can you do something like that? And then, like, the next day.
Well, the next bucket we got, I broke. Aye. Aye, sorry, Colnick. I miss Colnick. I miss
Colnick. I miss being nervous for a bit of this and sidestepping.
Miss the Colnick shuffle.
Yeah, the Colnick shuffle.
Aye.
Miss that. What about yourself? Like, what are you looking for? What are you longing for when the cafe reopens?
I think seeing folk, and hanging out with folk and playing games with folk. Like, because as much as we've got all the games here,
you don't have other people there.
Aye. Like, there's only so many games that really work for 2 players.
Sure.
So that's been a difficult thing about no being able to socialize as much, is just can't play games like Archipelago or
or Captain Sonar.
Oh
man, play Captain Sonar.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably. No, you could.
I think there is actually a 2-player variant of
nice.
Captain Sonar, which is turn-based rather than the real time.
Is it called Battleships?
I mean, essentially, aye. But it is Captain Sonar. It's like kind of you get the 2 sides of the acetate sheets. One side is for real time, and the other side's turn based. It's got a weird map and
cool.
Aye, but I imagine I've never played it like that because why would you want to?
Right.
But it might be worth a shot. Might be fun.
Yeah, sure.
But there's only so many games you can play 2 players, Ken.
Sure.
And there's lots of great 2-player games like Patchwork and like Splendor's really good and Dominion's really good with 2-player. Like there is tons. But
I missed many. I should download it again. It's been a while since I played Dominion online though. Like I've usually been playing it. Because our good pal G has every expansion on thereabouts.
Yeah, totally.
But I've not played any G.
Yeah, totally. G storage solution for Roy's Dominion as well. Managed to get like the base game and 10 expansions. Like
so
a couple of the Ultra Pro binders.
Binders, and they're all sleeved and stuff like that. So it's awesome.
Because like I remember before he got all that, it was his expansions were piling up for Dominion, and I was thinking to myself like, he's going to need to get a bigger bag.
Sure.
But gee, the genius that he is, just transported it all into binders, because like you don't need to carry the boxes. Why would you need to carry the boxes of it? You can fit it in deck boxes and stuff, and binders, like a normal person. That's all I've got. There's a podcast structure.
Other than giving people information about, like, if they want to send us messages, if they're like they can email us, I guess,
or through Facebook Messenger.
Yep. They could maybe join the Discord server if they wanted to, which can be found somewhere, probably. I'm not sure where.
We are so good at this.
Maybe give people some COVID-19 safety tips, or a website that will do it for us.
Wash your hands.
NHS.co.uk. Done. Amazing.
Nice.
Good luck. I think that's all I've got. Next week's stuff.
We're
going to look up some news about games. What games? We don't know. Well, I don't know.
We don't know yet. But we're going to look them up.
Look them up and let you know about them. Yep, we're good.
Aye, nice. If there's any games like forthcoming or classic board games that you'd like us to talk about, or you'd like us to kind of dissect and show you what's in the box, or anything like that, send us a message. Yeah.
Next podcast, we've got a special guest to be decided.
Right.
But we've got a special guest, probably. We've not asked anybody.
Whoever we can rope in.
What's Cooper doing?
I think he's currently sleeping in the hall.
He was sleeping when I seen him earlier.
Yeah, he's a sleepy dog.
Yeah.
I took him for a walk. Once I go back for delivering FNM stuff.
Yeah, sure.
So he's probably shattered.
Mm-hmm. All our deliveries are going to be moving to Monday, as opposed to they've been scattered throughout the week.
Yeah.
So that we can do deliveries, come back, make a podcast, updates.
Yeah.
That's all the information I think that we need to give out, or that I've thought about prior.
Aye.
It's mentioned, I think.
Aye, totally. Like, get in touch.
Yep.
Reconnect with us.
We're always on, or I'm always on Discord. I might not be in a voice channel, but if you want to just send me a message, go for it. Only because I don't know how to turn off Discord, so I'm always on. But if you need human contact, I will absolutely read your message in my mind and reply to it also in my mind.
You're good at that.
Every single time.
Aye.
I read it. If it tells me to do a thing, I'll do the thing.
Aye.
Like, hey, can you go to the shops and get eggs? Sure, I'll go do that. I just don't write back. Sure, I'll just go do that. So,
sure.
So it's that's done.
What would be the point?
There is eggs. And it just so happens that if you need the eggs, and you went and bought eggs because I never replied, we can double the amount of eggs. Hey, happy days.
Nice. Yeah. So there you go. If you need eggs, text Blair.
Aye, and I'll get them. I'll just not tell you that I've got them.
Aye, they'll just appear on your doorstep.
Hey, are you looking, please?
You don't just leave them on the doorstep, chat the door, and run.
Oh, I thought you propelled them at speed towards the door.
Ah, aye. I mean, that's one way.
And windows. Sometimes windows are okay if they're open.
Aye.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine too. They're pretty sturdy. Eggs.
You never, like, no point was the delivery method mentioned. So, like, thrown through the window, sometimes whole, sometimes splattered everywhere.
Aye. And like folk will be making it easy for you as well because it's so hot outside. Like the windows will be open, so you can just lob them in.
Aye, it's really good when
Folk will
the
be
third
sitting
flare
folk will
got
be
one in.
sitting in the living room, and then all of a sudden, 6 eggs come out. Dozen eggs come in through the window and lands like squarely on their lap, and then they'll look at the window and you'll be like,
And then I'll just send her back to the car.
okay. You're like the Santa of eggs, the egg Santa.
Yep.
Except you don't truck with chimneys.
Nah, just windows are fine.
Aye. Cool.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you next week then.
Or maybe the week after. Who knows?
I mean,
'Cause this is maybe a weekly podcast.
oh, aye. I'll see you next week, maybe.
Aye, well, I'll absolutely see you next week, so we need to deliver next week, regardless. But maybe the week after for a
maybe.
podcast. Aye. Hey.
All right. I'll see you soon, man.
Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Honest.